What it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730, and I'm live streaming Madden NFL 19, NEFL, Season 4, Week 10. I got my Seattle Seahawks going up against the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, we're looking to roll here. Trying to continue this streak and get this W, you heard? Let me go ahead and share this link to the league so everybody can tune in. And boom. We set. Live. Where's my Twitch at?
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium.
Yo, Pope, what's going on? All right, bro. I'll be here.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 50 moves.
Oh, sharp.
And taking it
Out
across
there looking
midfield
good.
and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Over! Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Fuck.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Over! Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Detroit! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely.
Yo, Dylan, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
Week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Is there what?
He hits Baldwin right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd down, Mariota. Going deep here for Taylor. This is
why not jump, baby boy?
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35.
Fade smash. Everybody loves that fade smash.
34 yards.
Oh, they love it. They love it. They love it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 1st down, Mariota.
Oh my God, that's my pick.
Intercepted.
Don't do me like
That's
that.
what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead,
Don't do me like that.
Didn't have a receiver open down as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mariota again. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
He got it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
He has that freaking
and a minimal gain here as he's up
strip
to
ball
about the
thing. What's going on, man?
3 yards on the pickup
What?
there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Why? You're not even gonna
When we
watch
see
it.
those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big
You're not even
breakers,
gonna watch the
don't we?
PJ
In this
Masks.
case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, what can I do? You can't hit it, though.
Green 39. Detroit.
What?
Detroit.
You know she's coming. You can wait for her, Toy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Wow, out of bounds.
So it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now a handoff looking right. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, my God, bro. Nice.
Accelerating
Each and every one of my runners got caught up in some type of block.
Touchdown,
Yes, man.
Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
There's no dog up there, buddy.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, you know, certainly
man,
a
get
lot
off
of
the
football
step.
left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come
I
January.
don't know, buddy.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Now he's going to get this all the way down.
Yeah, you know that's right there. Why are you even chasing that one?
For a gain of 31.
Why?
Well, partner, I'm not
Why
sure
are you
how
even
this
chasing that
drive's
one,
gonna
bud?
end, but how about the way they flip
You know
field
better than that,
position
bro.
there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught.
Wow.
That goes
Gotta
for
be
a gain
shitting
of
me,
31.
yo. All over that
That's
one.
a big-time pitch and catch right
We
there.
all over that.
I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Here's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score.
Yo, Antonio, what's going on, man?
The Titans are able to strike.
You a diehard Packer fan?
And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Hey, Antonio, yeah, we definitely can get it in.
Over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are,
we definitely get it in.
the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
Just shoot me a friend request, man, on the PS4. BX Brother 730.
In the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team.
BX, you're playing like a fucking burger, BX.
Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
God, you're playing like a fucking bum.
But I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this
he
one,
loved that fucking cover too, though.
Behind the line.
That shit.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Baldwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped. Even gets. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Ebron's got it. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Mariota now. Trying to lay one up deep. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And got his man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And it's getting set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After an incomplete pass down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all, because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Let's go, man.
He will. Only able
Let's
to get
go.
back a yard for his
Fucking
efforts,
defense.
and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Let's go.
Mariota now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Over.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Way to fucking go, fellas.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
Beautiful opportunity, man.
I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a 2nd circle around this, or this is pretty big?
I put a star. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown now on the year.
Yes.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll try to run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh. Ooh, you right there, boy. You right there. Oh, my God.
Swing the ball out or check it down to them.
I'm scared to do this one here. I am really scared.
Catching the ball as they are running it.
We're going to do it, though.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now from the 50. Going deep here for this is caught inside.
My own dude trips me up. Great fucking pass, man. Great pass.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown.
Great fucking pass.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing, Mariota. He's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add.
I don't know why he went for the 2-point conversion. It didn't really make any sense. It's only a 7-point lead in Bubbling. Smart man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Can you just go put it in the drawer?
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And effective running here.
Yeah, it's a real good game, man. Really, really good game, bro.
On the ground, and that'll make it
I can't even lie.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he is going to lose yardage here. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
How did you not make that in?
Are able to get him down.
Ow.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try to grab him here.
Good defense, man.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. second down. Here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take
Hey, good game, man. Good game.
chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
That stuff at the goal line was crazy, man.
Well,
I dropped my shoulders too, and that linebacker met me right there.
Because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks.
I tried to get too elusive. I did not mean to do that. All good, man. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy BH Brother 730 Madden NFL 19 NEFL custom franchise mode. My Seattle Seahawks just lost to the Tennessee Titans 32-39. Until next week, week 11, we'll go up against our division rival mate, the Los Angeles Rams. Till then, peace.